Hello beautiful people, this video presents linear inequality review. We have in math 4 types of inequalities: x greater or equals a, x less than or equals a, x greater than a, x less than a. When x greater or equal a or x less than or equal a, we use full dot at a for inequality graph to show that a is included. We must use brackets to write answer. When x greater than a or x less than a, we use open dot in a to show a is not included. For answer, we must use only parentheses. Near infinity or negative infinity, we must use only parentheses, not brackets. Please remember, flip sign is the inequality multiplied or divided by negative number. The first example, 5x greater than or equals 55. We need to isolate x. So we divide it by 5, both sides of inequality. And we have x greater than or equals 11. Let's cancel out 5. So x greater than or equals 11. Now we focus on sign of given inequality, greater than or equals. So we must use full dot at 11. Now 11 greater than or equals, x greater than or equals 11. So it is right side on 11 number. This is the graph of our inequality. Now we can write answer. We are going from left to right side. And the first point of our graph, it is 11. So from 11 to infinity. And now last step to write correct answer. We need parentheses of brackets. According to the first slide, we remember near inequality, we must use only parentheses. 11, we have full dot near 11. We must use brackets. So answer for this example, brackets 11, comma, infinity parentheses. The second example, we need to isolate x. So the first step, we subtract 6 from both sides. And we have negative 3x less than 3. Now we have to divide it by negative 3. Carefully. We must flip sign. So we divide it by negative 3, it would be x. 3 divided by negative 3 gives us negative 1, and we must flip sign, so it would be greater than negative 1. Now we continue. So now we have standard form of our given equation, x greater than negative 1. So we use open dot for negative 1. And where is x greater than of negative 1? It is the right side, the graph of our inequality. So now we can write answer. It will be from negative 1 to infinity. Near infinity, we must use parentheses. And when we have open dot, we must use parentheses as well. So answer for this inequality, parenthesis, negative 1, comma, infinity parenthesis. It is interval for our given inequality. Example number 3. The first step is the same situation. We need to isolate x. So we subtract 3 from both sides of our inequality. And we have x less than or equals 6x minus 21. After we subtract 6x from both sides, minus 6x and minus 6x. So we will have, x with x minus 6x give negative 5x less than or equals negative 21. Now we need to divide it by negative 5 both sides. Negative 5, carefully, it is negative value, so we will need to flip sign. So it would be x greater than or equals negative 21 divided by negative 5. Negative 21 divided by negative 5, it would be x greater than or equals 21 fifths. Now we created graph of our inequality. So we have x greater than or equals 21 fifths. Equals, we must use full dot. 21 over 5. Okay. Now we have to take x greater than or equals 21 fifths. It is right side of our graph. This interval. So solution, we can write solution full 21 over 5 to infinity. Near infinity, we must use parentheses. Full dot, for full dot, you must use brackets. So brackets 21 divided by 5, comma, infinity. This is correct answer for our example. Next example. We need to eliminate parentheses. So we will distribute negative 2. It would be negative 2x minus 6 less than negative 5x. Now we need to isolate x. So we add 6 from both sides to both sides plus 6. It would be negative 2x less than negative 5x plus 6. Next step, we add 5x for both sides. 5x plus 5x. Negative 2x plus 5x, it would be 3x less than 6. Now we divide it by 3, both sides of our inequality. It would be 3 and 3. We can cancel out 3 and 3. It would be x less than 2. Now we can create the graph of our inequality x less than 2. We have sign less than, not equal. So it open dot at 2. With x less than 2, it is left side from 2. And now we can write answer. So we start from left to right side. It would be negative infinity, 2. Near infinity, we must use parentheses. Near open dot, we must use parentheses as well. So final answer, negative